And
we're live.
Woo! Yay!
Yay!
And we're back.
Awoo!
To
Awoo!
My Shepherd Academia.
Gesh!
Right. Yeah.
I think Gesh is MVP of the game today, honestly.
My Shepherd Geshademia.
I squeeze Gesh's peck and I give him back his robe. You are now clothed.
I'm in American wrestling, especially like theatric American wrestling, sometimes like people will like flash the wrestlers. I'm imagining Dhuur'in doing that and a rat being like, "You haven't got tits."
What? Shut up!
All right. So, are we ready to continue on?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, with kind of a new mutual respect for Dhuur'in, for Gesh.
So he's already gone.
Fear of pissing him off ever for any reason.
So, you guys follow Dhuur'in into the mill house that serves as like the biggest building in the entire lumber yard for Alfield. And you guys, as you step inside, Dhuur'in has already been inside because that's just how Dhuur'in do. But it's clear that this place is kind of like a resting area of sorts for the loggers when they're not working, where they can kind of like sit down and have their meals between shifts and whatnot. It's a little cramped, kind of built from porous wood and far more rustic than like any of the building interiors that you've seen thus far. But it's very rustically decorated. Have you guys ever been to like an old-timey restaurant where they like put shit on the walls at random?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that with like mounted deer antlers and that kind of stuff. There's different mounted and stuffed animals. There's like huge 2-person saws on display along with like hand axes that might have a story behind them if there are any loggers here to tell them. But unfortunately, or fortunately, you guys seem to be the only living souls within this building at the moment. It's completely free of rats, fortunately. But there doesn't seem to be anybody else there either. And there are some like abandoned meals kind of like sitting on the table with biscuits and things. And you all kind of share a thought of how Princess would have loved to like hop up onto the table and start like licking up the scraps.
Aww. As they step in and as they look around and realize quickly that it's empty, Nax will say, just to remind everybody, the basement is where we are to find this creature. Perhaps somebody should go scout it out first.
As I start walking towards the stairs.
Well, can you even find the stairs is the thing.
Where are they? I'm looking.
That's true.
So everybody make me an investigation check.
Okay.
Investigation check.
Should we specify what we're investigating or not yet?
So give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm looking for the stairs.
Doesn't matter because I'm gonna get a fucking like 3 probably.
13.
5.
17. Not bad.
Okay. So Ozla, what'd you get? Fenkin, what'd you get?
I love that.
Dhuur'in, what'd you get?
13.
Gesh, what'd you get?
5.
And Nox, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, so you guys kind of like fan out to search different parts of the lodge, and small as it is a really cool place to be. It's not luxurious, but it's got that feel of like, oh, cool place in the woods I've never been before. Cool cabin with lots of cool stuff up on it, you know. Ozla, you approach what appears to be like a big grizzly bear that's been mounted and stuffed, and your eyes are sparkling because like, ooh, big bear, this is cool. Now, unfortunately for you, when you reach out to touch it, it's not mounted as stably as it should be.
Oh
no!
You have barely a moment to react before the bear.
No!
I want you to make me a strength check. I mean, athletics. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Where is it? Oh, okay. This one's just 15.
15. Okay. So easily 300 pounds of stuffed bear comes down on you, and you reach up to like, and you're able to catch it just in time. But like the floor beneath you kind of creaks under the weight, and you're just kind of like struggling to like hold it up. And the rest of you guys hear like the sound of it like falling and slamming, and you look over to see Ozla just like,
Yeah, Gesh rushes straight over and tries to hold it up, push it back up, and out of the way.
Yeah, she's doing it. She's like holding on to the things too hard. He's
Athletics.
pushing it back. Oh no!
Athletics,
Oh!
Gesh, and
right.
and Ozla.
Okay. I got 19.
Crap.
I'm gonna say she thought there was like a little lever puller in the thing, and she thought there was a secret door behind it.
So glad she did, because I just got a 5.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So 19 plus 5 works a little too well, and you guys with one mighty push are able to shove it up, and it tilts back and crashes out the window behind it into the grass, and you both kind of share it, and you both kind of like freeze.
We're like,
Shit.
Nox
Just
glares
talk about
at them. Nox glares at them and says,
Glares at Ozla like, you did this, I know you did.
Hey! Sometimes
you realize
don't have
they
to
can probably
control.
hear us, right? They are downstairs.
You don't know. Shut up!
Let them hear us. We are here to kill them.
Oh.
All right.
Where
So
my brain stopped.
probably with a mutual agreement to tell the people of Alfield that the rats did it, you guys kind of continue your investigation. Nox.
Yeah.
As you investigate, you don't really have any leads, so you kind of do the cat thing of like going across the wall, kind of starting with the basics.
Mm-hmm.
But you stop when you feel one of like the wood panels is like a little uneven, and it feels, and when you like press it, there's kind of like a clattering sound.
She's gonna press it more.
All right. So as you press your paw against it even harder this time, you feel it bend back, and then you hear a click, and it falls. And then the one behind it falls, and then the other slat falls down, not like slapping against the floor, but like kind of like that, into the floor. And once like 5 or 6 of these slats have like fallen down, you guys hear the clack, 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 clack of the wood. You see a spiral staircase that leads down, hidden behind these panels.
Ooh. Nox had her paw up still where she pushed on the plank, and she turns to look at the rest of the party, and she just has this like, did you see that cool shit kind of look on her face, like, oh, and she's like, I found the way down.
Here I come.
Dhuur'in eating coals out of the fire. Huh?
Oh.
If Dhuur'in comes with anything approximating a fast pace,
Oh yeah.
Speed walking, she will grab him by the collar as he passes and yank him back for a second and say, you might want to walk in there and immediately get jumped, but the rest of us do not. Just wait. And that with that said, she should I roll for sneak if she's gonna like stealthily
Yeah.
try to go down the staircase?
If you're all trying to go quietly down the staircase, everybody's got to give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I'm stuck.
And it's very tight quarters down these staircases. I don't know if you've ever been like down the staircase of like a small one-man boat, but that's kind of like the claustrophobic feel of it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Nobody else needs to roll.
Oh god.
Oh.
Did you get in that one?
Is that not one?
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter.
This
Nice.
ranger.
Yeah.
Not even gonna roll. Not even gonna roll. Not even gonna bother.
I don't even need to tell you guys because my one doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Great.
Adding. Oh no, this is adding to the thing. Oh no, Fenkin. Oh, he's gonna feel so bad about himself after today.
So
Oh.
as you guys step into the hidden passageway down the spiral staircase, it's very dark down here. Very, very dark indeed. Except for those of you who have dark vision. But which I think might be everybody. But
Yeah.
but as you make your way down, you're doing a pretty good job of being stealthy. Nox, whenever you find like an especially creaky staircase, you're able to like give them a hand signal of like don't put too much weight on this particular step as you go down.
Mhm.
And for like 30 seconds or so, everything's going great. This might as well be Mission Impossible. Fenkin, there's a moment where you feel something land on your shoulder.
Oh no.
And you look over, and there's a big, black, wiry spider just sitting on your shoulder. And while you don't scream, you do, like, stumble forward. So you slam into Gesh's back, who in turn slams into Ozla, who in turn slams into Dhuur'in, who in turn slams into Nox, and you guys begin to tumble all the way down the spiral stairs. It's about 10 full seconds of falling before you land in a heap in a very dark, black, tight foyer.
And we have pile at the bottom and Fenkin's on top, like.
Everybody takes 2 force damage.
Oh god.
Awesome.
Oh my
I
god.
haven't taken damage in so long.
Yeah, this is what does it. Falling down a set of stairs.
Our ones are so bad. We take damage from
So you guys are kind of in a pile. Nox, unfortunately, on the bottom.
On the bottom, under fucking Gesh and everyone else.
Yeah, Gesh is the only one that's. Yeah, Gesh is above everyone except Fenkin.
Oh god, Oz. Fuck.
Oh yeah, you're all dead. We're all suffering here.
Dead, fuck.
They're just gone. Bye. Squished.
You just hear very muffled, very, very unhappy. Get off!
Crawl out from underneath Gesh.
You were so cool in part 2. What happened?
Yeah, well.
You had it.
Yeah.
You had it in the bag. You were doing like Naruto shit. It was awesome. And now
We
That's-
have
See,
just
we got to the comedy portion of the movie, so.
I would imagine the whole like group just like rolling.
So, as you guys eventually untangle yourself, eventually freeing a very unhappy Tabaxi, as you get up, kind of like stretching and just like, oh fuck my back, you find yourselves in a pitch black 10 by 10 foyer at the base of the stairs.
Mm.
And
What do I see?
Dhuur'in, you see a door, and you see that it's opened very slightly.
Mysterious.
Can we check for traps?
Well, I was about to head straight for the door, and then I kind of wait, and I'm like,
It's very dark in here, isn't it?
No, we're shit.
Nox, who is very unhappy, straightening all the fucking like bits of her armor and everything that got askew, just looks at him and said, "Thanks for noticing."
Hang on,
The whole time he was in the back, like,
Oh, poor Fenkin.
Dark vision.
Yeah. The thing about this is you guys don't know what initiated the trip. For all any.
But the thing is, Fenkin has dark vision, so he could see, but he was alive now.
Well,
I can't.
There is a door.
And I point with my black hand.
In the dark.
is it so dark that regular dark vision wouldn't help?
Oh no, dark vision helps in any dark, but
Okay.
but it like if you were a human being, you could not see your hand in front of your face.
Okay. But Nox has just regular dark vision, so she can probably see somewhat. Probably not as good as Dhuur'in, but okay. Don't know.
I can't see shit.
So Nox can see well enough in the darkness that she can make out what Dhuur'in is pointing at, and she can also see it well enough to see that it's slightly ajar. So she will put one hand up in a like hold your position type of gesture
In the dark.
and yes, in the dark. Yeah, forgetting that. Well, most of them, to be fair, can see. I think Ozla's literally the only one that has no dark vision.
Wait, do Dragonborn have dark vision?
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, Gesh can't see at all.
Ozla and Gesh, you can't see shit. Everyone else can see. Nox put her hand up, and then she will crouch down and she will sneak forward to try to peek through the door and see what she can see.
All right. So
Is there a
as
light
you
on
make
in
your
there?
way over to the door and you kind of peer through the little crack, the inside is a bit better lit than the foyer. But then again, one torch is better than no torches. But as you peer inside, you can make out the appearance of what seems to be a huge rat, even bigger than Snag Rat, standing about 10 feet tall, just all knotted muscle and scar tissue, right? It's missing one eye, and half of its face has been replaced with just like rusted bits of metal that seems to be like holding the skull together. And one hand has been replaced with just this huge metal club, and it looks like the metal has almost been like warped, burned, and twisted into the bone instead of just like being attached to it. So basically, just one arm is this huge lump of metal and flesh. And as every moment that passes, this beast is just like dripping, slathering drool down its fangs across its chest, and but it doesn't seem to be alone in the room.
No.
Standing in front of it is a figure in a green cloak, and from what you can make out, they're arguing. And the conversation goes a bit something like this: the rat has the deeper voice, and the cloaked figure has like the regular voice.
Okay.
You said, bring you halflings. That is what you pay us for. Bring you halflings. Yes. And you hear a sigh from the cloaked figure who says, the cloaked figure has his back turned towards you, so you can only see that it's like a humanoid figure. But he says, no, I asked you to bring me a specific halfling. That's what I wanted.
No.
I didn't ask you to storm Alfield. I didn't ask you to burn anything to the ground. I hired you for your subterfuge. Rats are good at getting in and out of places, or I guess I'm mistaken. And the rat shakes his head. No. We good at everything. We are. Yes. And there's another sigh as the man says, Let me describe to you where you went wrong exactly. I asked you to bring me one halfling. You brought me every halfling, or at least you tried to before you were routed. I will tell you again. I am looking for a halfling with brown hair, goggles, and a war hammer. How many halflings have goggles and a war hammer? Let me ask you that, you milksop!
At this point, Nox very clearly looks back at Ozla, looks at her goggles, looks at her warhammer, and then continues to spy on these two people.
Fenkin takes a step forward and holds an arm out in front of Ozla. And he narrows his eyes into the darkness.
The huge rat mutant snarls and he says, We try again. More rats. Tomorrow. Yes. We try again tomorrow. There's not going to be a tomorrow. You and your miserable pack of milk-sucking reprobates had every chance to do this job right once. Just once. Never send a rat to do a man's job, I see. And the rat snarls, So, you no pay? You no pay? You go back on deal? And he looks like he's about to say something else before the cloaked figure's hand snaps out. Where'd Sophie go?
I'm still here. I'm just lying down.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the rat looks like he's about to say something else before the humanoid's hand snaps out and grabs his throat. Now, it looks like a very small hand on such a huge, thick throat, but you see the fingers plunge into the flesh effortlessly. And as the Ratman's eyes bulge and as he freezes up, the humanoid says, I grow tired of this beast. I have a schedule to keep. I don't have much time now because of you before Alfield sends their agents to rout me out. Which means you're useless to me. And if there's anything that my lord has made me good at, it's tying up my loose ends. And you watch as the hand glows a sickly green. The rat begins to cough and hack as he's choked harder and harder before the humanoid finally lets go. And where the hand was, there's kind of like these creeping black veins that are traveling up the neck and into the face of the rat. And the rat stumbles back and he's hacking and coughing. But then suddenly he goes, What did you do to me? And he starts spewing what seems to be a green-colored water all over the floor. He doubles over and starts to retch and puke. But when he stops and coughs and starts to retch again, this time there's seaweed in the water. Clams. He throws up again and again and again. He keeps throwing up more and more water. The humanoid steps back to keep his boots from getting wet. You watch as an entire eel slides from his throat.
Oh my God!
And falls to the floor, twitching and flapping around.
Jesus.
Finally, the rat gets up, and you see his eyes are glowing yellow. And he throws up one more time. But this time, there's no water. Instead, you see what you think for a moment are like yellow sacks of liquid that come out like bunches of grapes. But as they hit the floor and bounce, they blink. Slitted pupils stare in all directions as this rat hurls more and more eyes from its throat before finally it gurgles and falls forward, face first on the ground, dead.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ, that's metal. Okay. Would this have been loud enough that we can assume everyone heard, or
Oh yeah,
at least
you
the
guys
conversation? Yeah.
you all definitely heard this.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Nox was watching. She was watching initially in relief because she was like, "Oh, thank fuck, we don't have to fight that big rat because he's about to get killed." And then as the scene got grosser and grosser, everyone could kind of see her like have this look of horror on her face, and she kind of reels back away from the door. And at the final fall of the rat creature, as he collapses, she will look back kind of hurriedly at everybody else. They can all kind of see, well, not all of them, those that can see in the darkness, can see that wide-eyed look of just like shock and gross horror on her face, and say, "Ready your weapons." Whispers, quietly, at everyone to ready their weapons. And then she's gonna look back in the door to see if she can see where the hooded man went, or where he is.
So Nox,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
as soon as you look back into the crack of the door, a yellow eye blinks back,
Oh no! Ah!
and you hear a voice say, "You're not very quiet, are you?"
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, the door slams open, and Nox, you're sent spiraling back.
Ah!
Before you all in the doorframe stands a human-looking man with very pale features on his face. He's completely bald, completely hairless, and he seems to be in about like his mid-30s, but his eyes are yellow, a predatory golden yellow, and instead of round pupils, they're black slits. He stands before you and he's like, well, looks like I was right about Alfield sending its lackeys. How you got past all those rats, I will never... By Providence.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh
His
shit!
eyes fall on you, Ozla, and he stretches his arms out and he says, "Look at this! Look at this! The churning wheel of Providence delivers her directly to my lap."
Just as he finishes his sentence, just as he starts laughing, Gesh immediately flings straight forward to get him right in the throat.
Whoa.
So,
Oh, he's ready.
As you dash forward, he stops laughing, his eyes snap towards you, and he flicks a finger, and you slam into the wall right to the left.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
He's standing in front of Ozla, holding his arms out.
And you
Oh,
don't
Christ.
fall. You don't
Like-
fall, Gesh. You're stuck there on the wall.
Oh, no.
Had I known that you'd come waltzing up to me, I wouldn't have gone to all the trouble of hiring these wretched vermin. Else, I wouldn't have even left the coast. And now here you are, my dear. Oh, the stories were true. Such a lovely young thing behind all the
Oh.
bristling contempt. The stories, they do you no honor, Mrs. Highhill. No, they do not. And he steps further into the room, and throwing out his hand again, Nox, as you try to get up, you're also pressed against the wall, and you slide up.
Oof.
I
Spooky.
put myself between Ozla and this guy.
He's only got so many hands. Everybody, come on.
Yeah,
I'm already
come
there
on.
too, shielding her with my arms, and I'm pulling up my short sword like.
You know, when we didn't hear back from our brother who was sent to first kill you, we knew you were special. Which is why they sent me to collect you this time. How are you, Mrs. Highhill?
Sorry. I'm just like, holy shit, bro. She's obviously like she's behind Dhuur'in and behind Fenkin, and she's like around like their hip area, and she's holding her warhammer like this, just like. And like as he speaks, where she sort of like flinches, and she's like, "Fuck off!"
Fenkin hisses out, "Don't speak to her."
I'm sorry, this is a private conversation. And sweeping his hands out, Gesh and Nox, you're lifted up from the walls, and you tumble into Fenkin as he knocks, as you and Dhuur'in get knocked away. Nox, you hit Dhuur'in in the chest. Gesh, you hit Fenkin in the chest, and you both topple over,
Oh.
leaving
Yeah, where's my dexterity saving throw?
leaving Ozla totally unprotected. And his hand shoots out. As Ozla, you feel yourself being lifted up, and you snap towards him, and as his hand closes around your neck.
Oh,
Well,
You're a very difficult woman to find, Miss Highhill. And there are many people who would like to see your smiling face down at the coast.
unfortunately,
Blast at him.
unfortunately, they won't get to.
I'm afraid you don't have that choice. You see, the marked ones have all been hunted down, save for you and that little green jewelry peddler. What do you call him? Namfoodle, that's the one. Yes. Just you and him. That's all that remains. And soon, once we have you both, the great work can begin.
What did you do to the others?
Oh, my dear. So little do you know. It's childish, really. It really is. But if you'd like to know, if you'd truly like to know, let me ask you this. What happens when you feed a mouse to a serpent?
oh.
Yeah.
While everybody's kind of reeling in pain, he turns around and brings you into the room. The room, which is kind of like this kind of like blackened cellar with just a couple crates and barrels sort of strewn about. He brings you into this room and he says, "We tried to complete the ritual so many months ago. We did. And all we needed was your crew. The Needle was a fine ship. It was. Oh, such a magnificent ship, full of so many plump, fat souls.
Ew.
The kind that Ukatoa oh so loves. But you lived. You denied the great serpent his meal, and he does not like to be kept waiting."
So I've been knocked down. Can we try? Is Gesh on top of Fenkin?
Yeah, Gesh is on top of Fenkin.
He's trying to push him off, because he wants to get to Oz immediately.
Want to kill the guy?
Yeah, that would be nice to just murder this guy.
I hope your serpent.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I hope your serpent starves.
Oh, he's always starving, darling. He always is. That's why we keep looking for souls to feed him. But your soul, yours, is the one that will free him.
Can she go into a rage?
Absolutely, you may.
Yeah.
She's gonna rage and try and kill him then.
What's everybody else doing at this
Oh yeah.
Worried.
I wanted to get up and huck an eldritch blast at the guy.
All right.
Yeah, Nox is trying to get up and get into the door.
Yeah,
That's
Gesh
what's
is just trying to get up to
Okay.
the shit out of this guy.
As you guys get up, your body's aching from being tossed around like sacks of wood.
I'm used to it.
Dhuur'in, I would like you to make an attack roll for your spell.
Hold on. I bumped my thing and it changed the roll and I didn't see it.
Oh.
15.
All right. So as you cast the Eldritch Bolt forward, you watch as he brings out his free hand without even looking at you, twists his fingers, and the door slams closed, the bolt slamming into the wood.
Does it at least open the door back up?
No.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna huck another one at the door.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Ozla, while you're raging, what exactly are you doing?
I'm trying to think of how she could do it. I think she's gonna. He's got one hand around her neck.
One hand around her neck, yeah.
Okay. He's gonna try and break his fingers.
Oh,
Of her
shit!
neck.
Whoa.
Oh.
Athletics check
Oh, yeah.
with advantage.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
I'm proficient in athletics. What does that do? Do I have my proficiency?
You add a
bonus?
+2 on top of your strength.
Okay. Oh wait. On top. Okay, I'm wrong.
And remember, you got
And you have
advantage.
advantage.
18.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit. Okay.
Ooh.
So, as your eyes turn white as you break into your rage, the guy holding you, he kind of cocks his head like, what the fuck? And he doesn't have time to act before your hands come up to his hands, and there's a horrible snap as you don't just
Ooh.
break his fingers, but you take his thumb in one hand and his index finger in another and rip them completely off the hand.
Jesus fucking Christ!
There's a sound of like ah as the door like the whatever spell holding the door open finally gives way and it kind of creaks open. The hinges burned away from the Eldritch Blast, and so Sophie, Ozla goes tumbling away as he steps back, clutching his like spurting, bleeding hand, and he just says, "You fucking bitch!"
Get him.
Ooh. Ooh. Fuck him up.
Let me
Yeah,
in.
the moment the door's nearly opened, Gesh is just running for it instantly.
Yeah, there's no resistance this time. You guys are able to get through the door into the cellar, and he's clutching his hand, and he says, "I was going to open a portal, take you to the Menagerie Coast right now, but now, I'm just going to rip your soul from your body right here, right now." Yes.
Do we roll for initiative or do we just attack?
I'll tell you when you can roll for initiative. Don't worry. He kind of steps back as you guys file in, kind of getting your weapons ready. Maybe someone brings Ozla her warhammer.
Yeah.
And as you guys kind of like get into this room and get like battle ready, all in one awesome line, he stumbles back, and kind of his pinky was kind of like hanging on his hand in ribbons, by a string of flesh. So he just like bites his lip and tears it off and flings it away.
Oh!
Gross.
He looks at all of you, and you watch.
That's nasty.
And you watch as the thumb grows back, the pinky grows back, and the index finger grows back, and he flexes them. And he flexes them, and he cracks his neck, and he says, "The needle has fallen, Highhill. Only a pittance of your crew remains. The last few sacrifices to him, the great Leviathan. You've evaded him long enough. But Uk'otoa will not be denied his meal forever. Rejoice, for your sacrifices will usher in a grand era. And you watch as he slowly draws what appears to be kind of like a short sword out of his hilt. He brings it up to his shoulder and like cuts off the buckles that was holding his breastplate to his chest, and that falls forward, showing off a bare, flattened chest. And he draws the blade across the flesh. But instead of bleeding, you watch as 5 green tendrils push out of the wound and begin to worm and quest about.
I know where this is going.
The seas will choke the lambs, and the great serpent will wrap himself twice round this wretched world, devouring the heretics and christening an age of blessed fang and sea and salt. And if you will not be present for the final ceremony, if you will not willingly give yourself to the great Lord beneath, then I will sate his hunger right here and now. I will rip your soul from your drowned corpse, Ozla Highhill, as it should have been on that day so long ago, and I will feed it to him myself! And you watch as his fingers plunge into the skin of his forehead, and he tears it away. And instead of skull and flesh muscle underneath, there's scales like a fish's face. Fangs as sharp as pin needles howl out from a mouth that spreads out like a lamprey. He screeches at you, and it is time to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Funny, you are the best DM. Holy shit, I'm never gonna get enough of this. Holy shit.
I'm so glad you liked
it. Guess who rolled a 7? It's me. That was bad.
That voice.
How's your voice?
Take a drink. Oh, we lost Fred Boat.
No, not Fred Boat. It was some integral to this campaign.
Fred Boat, come back!
Battle!
It's battle time!
It's battle time! Battlebars.com.
Let me get to the stat block I was using for this guy. Just a second.
Holy
He's
shit!
already used fucking
telekinesis
like 6 times. How many fucking spell slots does he have?
Me and Fenkin and Oz is like, if you have a bad day.
Okay. Let me get my pencil to write everything down. Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. So, what did everybody get for initiative?
8.
Ozla got 10. Vinn got 5, 6, 7, 8. Fenkin, what'd you get?
9.
Nox, what'd you get?
7.
8.
Oh.
Gesh, what'd you get?
11.
All right.
Are we
You're so
order?
good at this,
We're
guys.
so
11, 10, 9, 8, 8.
So, Gesh, you will be going after the deep scion that stands before you, because he rolled a natural 20.
Of course.
Of course he did.
And for his attack, he's going to rear back, his eyes are going to roll back into his skull, and his mouth flaps are going to open all the way as his head rolls back, and he lets out an ear-splitting, mind-piercing shriek, unlike anything you've ever heard before. And everybody, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fuck.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm ready for it.
Wisdom. Oh, that's not a great one. That's not a great one for me.
13.
But
so I just
I've never done a saving throw before. How do you do?
So roll a d20, and then on your character sheet above your skills, it should show you all your saving throws. It's like a skill check, basically. So you'll just add whatever. You should have some that you're proficient in.
20 fucking 5. A natural 20.
Holy shit! Nox got a natural 19, so she got 22.
Oh. Gesh didn't do as well. He got
Oh, no?
14.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not awful.
Well,
Got a 15.
no.
What'd you get, Ozla?
9.
All right, so Ozla, you are stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage. And also, your rage comes to an end.
Uh-oh.
She's done.
Good.
And with
fucking
that,
hate this game.
once the screech comes to an end, it's going to lunge at Gesh and make 2 attacks.
Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Natural 20.
No!
I'm dead. I'm literally dead. Okay.
He wasn't even at full health.
I was
So sorry,
10
guys.
health.
Well, good for you, because only the
Hell.
natural 20 hit.
I mean, that's not good.
Still not great, but
No.
Gesh, you take 4 points of piercing damage as a claw with talons the size of steak knives slashes out across your throat.
dope.
Where's our fucking battle music, y'all?
Please.
Fortunately, though, it's your turn.
Okay. Well. Okay. I've used up all my key, so I can't expect to flurry any blows out of this one. Okay.
Oh, that's Fred.
Ah, yeah.
Red boat.
So yeah, Gesh is gonna go Gesh is gonna go instantly for an attack with his quarterstaff.
All right.
Yeah. Let me just.
I played pirate music. I don't know what this is.
That's fine, I think.
I need to turn up Fredbo because I can't hear it.
It's very gentle pirate music right now.
Oh,
It's spooky, honestly.
oh, it's me. That's why.
That's an unnatural 20.
That hits. That hits. So you can make your attack roll with your quarterstaff, and then immediately attack again with unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's an 8 damage.
All right. And are you doing the unarmed strike too? Does that include?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the unarmed strike. So, yeah, I need to do I still need to do an attack roll for it and then a damage roll, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Great. It's a 15.
That hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. And for my damage, a 4.
All right. So you flash out with your quarterstaff, and it kind of like hits him in the side, which is enough to disorient him for you to like bring a force palm onto his chest, which knocks him back a bit. But you know, he just laughs at you.
So much for the rat break.
His head turns all the way sideways, and he looks at you and he says, You will not stop the scions of the deep. You will not stop the drowned. Oz, you're stunned. Sorry.
Yeah, goodbye.
Fenkin, you're up.
Fenkin is very, very, very angry, very protected, seething. He is standing in front of Ozla protectively, noticing that she's in a weird state currently. He pulls out his longbow and he wants to shoot him.
Absolutely.
Wait, I forgot. Do I add anything to my attack roll?
Yeah, I did the math for you. You roll 20 and then you add +7.
+7?
Yeah, because you have.
Holy!
Damn.
23.
Yep. Yeah. Ha.
Do I add anything to my damage? No.
No, unfortunately. You can at later levels, which is awesome, but not right now.
Okay, 4.
4 damage.
Yes.
Alright. So the arrow is able to pierce one of the tendrils, and it kind of like flops down and twitches a bit, but it's only replaced by 2 more that like
Oh, gross.
out of the slit in his chest. Next up we have Vinn, you're odd, Nox, you're even. Okay.
Okay.
Dhuur'in.
Sure.
Dhuur'in.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I will try to cast insinuation on him.
Oh,
He'll
just
need a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Probably not
Remind me
gonna work.
again what insinuation does.
Insinuation. You unleash a torrent of conflicting desires in the mind of one creature you can see within range, impairing its ability to make decisions. Your target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated. At the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage.
All right. Well, what was the check I needed to make?
DC 15 wisdom.
Damn. All right.
Oh.
Did it work?
It did. So, remind me again.
Yes.
So what happened? What am?
So he is, his mind is torrented with conflicting desires. I am inserting Azathoth into his brain, and he is incapacitated and will take 1d12 damage at the end of his turn. And on the end of every turn that he does not succeed another wisdom saving throw. So he is
Shit.
incapacitated. And
So
I would
when-
love to
okay.
roll that 1d12.
I will use this
Wait.
as the d12.
Isn't it at the end? Wait, okay.
So is it at the end of Dhuur'in's
Oh, no.
turn or the Deep Scion's turn?
Let me double check. At the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage, and it can make another wisdom saving throw.
All right,
Okay.
Nox, you're up.
So when his turn comes around, he'll take 1d12 psychic damage, and then he can make a
And then
wisdom
he
saving
can try to break it. Okay.
to be unincapacitated.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Nox, you're up.
Where is Gesh? Is he?
He's kind of
How's
in
he-
front because he kind of stepped forward to
Right.
deliver the first battering.
Right. Is he's? You're still standing, right? I know you have like 5 hit points, or something.
6, but yeah.
But you're still up. Okay, so Nox, she has her hand. She had her hand on her blade already. Probably as soon as all of this started, like in all the commotion, she yelled her activation word, her courage, to turn her staff into a sword. She has that in one hand, but instead of attacking, she's gonna run up to Gesh. I assume he's close enough that she can get to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, because he has gone anywhere. Okay. She's gonna run up to him, kind of grab his shoulder from behind.
All right.
And she is going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Do it.
Which every single time I have to look up how much Cure Wounds does, but that's okay. One day I'll have it memorized. 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability. Okay. So here, so let me roll first and then I'll do the flavor. Which of these is a d8?
The one with 8 sides.
That's a d8. Thank you. Very helpful. And that's my charisma. Okay. Okay, you're gonna heal 7 points, Gesh.
Oh.
And so as she does that, it's a very, I don't know if she's used this on Gesh before, but it's kind of the same, she uses the same melody for this particular spell. It's basically just a matter of putting her paw on or near the wound in question. Even now, with how crazy things are, she still hums this melody, and it still sounds very, very nice, very in tune, despite the fact that this is the most horrifying thing that she's ever seen in her life that's happening right now.
So,
and as she does that, it'll start to glow, and you will be healed.
So since the wound is on his throat, I'm gonna say it looks like almost like a Greek statue of 2 people interlocked, kind of like a JoJo pose, and it looks very cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and that's her turn. She's gonna do that.
Right. So top of the order, Deep Scion.
He takes
So
1d12 damage and has
takes
to make
damage and
another
then tries to break out of the nasty.
Ooh! Oh,
Uh-oh.
that was 12 exactly.
Ooh! You whatever nightmares you're unleashing on this man are really, really nasty.
Oh,
You just said something about his mom. You just came for his childhood insecurities. You really went for it.
Hang on, I have to do math. Okay, yeah, I got that right. So he reaches out to swing at Gesh again, but you suddenly hear a gurgling scream as he steps back, and
I'm like, wow.
this is a creature clearly used to eldritch elementals and beasts beforehand, but
Not mine.
nothing like Azathoth. And he screams, and you see a black ichor pour from his eyes as he screams up at the ceiling. Before finally he freezes. Looks at you, Dhuur'in. I've seen gods before, but yours doesn't frighten me. And he's gonna make 2 attacks on you.
Oh shit.
We're all getting damage today.
So he passed his next will save.
What's it? I rolled that at the end. I rolled that at the end.
Okay.
Turn.
So he's incapacitated still.
Oh, is he? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I did not realize that. My bad.
Yeah, he has to roll a will save at the
sorry.
end of his turn. Oh,
16.
Minutes.
No, but that's the end of his turn.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Well, but he can't do anything on his turn anyway, can he?
Can he
Right?
do stuff on his turn, or?
Is being incapacitated?
All right.
Right, that means that you
So
can't
he
do
would
any.
his action would be breaking out of the incapacitation.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, he just did. So imagine he said that cool thing after I rolled the 15. Anyway.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But then
Gesh.
that's the end of his turn, right? Okay.
Yeah, that ends it.
Yeah, so
So you did buy us some time. You bought us some time before we get our asses whooped again. So thank you,
some
Dhuur'in.
hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gesh is gonna go straight in for another one.
Nox being like, I
that
just
one-
fucking healed you!
And I can still do an unarmed strike as a bonus action, right?
As long as you hit with your main attack, yes.
Ah, okay. Let's hope I hit with this one.
Hit him.
Okay.
Plus your strength or death.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh shit.
There's a 9 here.
So So Gesh,
Damn.
you flash out with your quarterstaff, and one scaly, almost reptilian hand snaps out and catches the very tip. Too slow.
Ooh.
And he snaps the tip off.
Ah!
What are the pieces?
No.
Hey, now your tip is jagged. Now it's a piercing weapon.
And he throws it aside, and Ozla, it lands by your head.
How long is she done?
We'll see, because her... That's a good question. Hang on.
How many rounds has she done?
She's stunned
You what?
until
I'm
somebody
coming
heals
back.
her.
Oh,
Oh, I have to be
Oh,
healed.
let's not do that.
Chance.
Next up is Fenkin.
Hey, Ozla. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ozla.
All right.
You don't want to do Hunter's Mark. Just leave me. I don't
Aw.
mind.
So as you reach down to heal Ozla from whatever this thing just did, Ozla, you feel the strength return to your body as you're able to like use half your movement to stand up.
Can you scratch that?
Sorry.
I rolled a natural 1. But wait, it wasn't a d20, it was a d8, but it was a 1.
You don't
You
need
don't
to
have to
roll
roll it.
anything for cure wounds. You don't.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, d8 plus wisdom.
Then
Oh,
she just
so
heals 4.
for how much you point? Okay, yeah, that just means you didn't heal her very much, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
the only time natural ones happen is when you roll a d20.
Yeah, right, for 3. If she's
So I
injured,
guess-
she
You gave me back the health points you took from me by pushing me down the stairs. He just says sorry and she's like, I feel much better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's standing now. She's like,
and then on his bonus action, he just kind of slaps her back and snap out of it.
The
at least it slap her off and I'm like, yeah. Like he's in the fucking school locker rooms.
Alright. Dhuur'in.
Eldritch Blast.
Because you have stuff.
Got
Tried
a
and
blast.
true.
Tried and true.
You should fear my god as I do.
Oh.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
So, go ahead and roll
God.
the damage for me. Because I've been waiting for this.
Oh,
Oh, God.
god.
Oh,
I'm
no.
afraid.
Oh god. Oh no. But he's got some. He might have a counter to it or something.
12 damage,
Alright. So,
including my epic one-liner.
you raise your hand to cast Eldritch Blast. And the power that builds up is like nothing you've felt before. It burns your hand. It hurts.
No.
You watch as the tips of your fingers go from skin to bone.
Oh.
However, eventually, the flames die down. Because in your ear, you hear a voice that says, "Why don't you let me take it from here?"
Oh.
Now, Dhuur'in, you're the only one who sees this. But from over your shoulder, an arm comes out, wielding a lacquered wooden revolver.
Oh.
You watch
Oh.
as it levels right over your shoulder at the deep side. You hear a bang, and you watch as a streak of sunlight burns through the air and slams directly into the creature's chest. To everybody else, it just looked like Dhuur'in held up his hand and the creature stumbled back without, like, taking the Eldritch Blast energy or anything. But eventually the arm disappears in a glow of light, and Dhuur'in, you look back at your hands. They're not skeletal or anything. The burns have been healed. And you're just kind of confused.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Alright, and that was 12 damage, you said?
Oh, yeah.
And
Jesus.
guess
You're
what?
going
Guess
off
what?
tonight.
It was radiant damage.
Oh.
Did Radiant what?
That's fucked up.
Radiant damage?
Alright,
You're going off tonight.
Nox, you're up.
Okay.
Go on, courage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, James.
She did her thing with Gesh, and then as soon as she sees the creature sort of stagger, no idea what the fuck happened there, but like she's become very used at this point to like compartmentalizing, like I'm gonna worry about that later.
Vin!
Vin, are you shaking? Oh my god. Are you okay?
Look what you did to him. Look what you did to him.
You genuinely
I'm rattled.
you did psychic damage to Vin in real life.
This isn't even like my fight.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, so when she sees that, she kind of sees it as an opening for her. She is going to charge forward with her her sword and try to plunge it into the boy.
Alright, so as you lift courage in the air and make a thrust attack, you hear a voice in your head say, "We filled the world with roses, oh better mine."
Oh!
Your attack roll.
Okay. Shit, everyone is so cool.
Fucking voices!
Connor?
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll damage, sorry, let me roll damage. What even is
You're
that?
gonna name this figure Nat 20.
I need you guys to understand, this is also something I've been waiting for.
Us all get nat 20s? Or
Oh no.
I've
Or
been
just
waiting
the
for you to
same
get that 20 with Courage of the Rose.
oh, fuck. Oh, shit, okay. Let's see, that is... Do I double what I rolled and then add my modifier?
Yes.
You're doing critical? Okay, so that's 9 damage.
Alright.
Not a ton, but it was very cool, is the point.
When you hear the voice, "We fill the world with roses, oh better mine,"
Oh,
you feel
shit.
a warmth in your hand. The blade itself, golden in color, extends double the length. And you watch, all of you, as spectral vine roses creep up the blade as it hits its mark home.
Oh. Nox definitely had like she's like in a very like rage infused. I'm imagining, so flavor wise, the way that I'm justifying this badass role is just because she was so like fucking invigorated with pure rage at seeing like what this guy almost did to Ozla. She's just pissed, and so there's like a very bestial kind of snarl that she makes as she plunges the sword into him.
So, the blade, now 6 feet in length from its regular 3, plunges directly through, and you guys see the golden blade pierce out the side, and the spectral rose vines that crawled up the blade are now exploding out of his skin. You watch as it like curls around his arms, and he screeches and howls and is incapacitated for an entire round.
Oh!
Which means attack rolls will now have advantage.
Holy shit, man! So cool!
Oh fuck, who's next?
And since the
Who's
Deep
everyone
Scion
next?
can't take his turn, Ozla Highhill is up next.
Oh.
Revenge! Oh shit.
Knock him down!
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Okay, fuck. Let me come.
Dhuur'in's just off in his corner crying right now.
Oh, baby.
Okay. I've had so
Taking
much
you back,
information
I am.
from I've forgotten how to roll again.
D20.
You're rolling attack. So
D20
D20,
plus your strength plus your proficiency.
Yep.
Strength and percent. Okay.
and you get
Oh,
advantage. You get advantage on it, so you can do it twice.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, well he's dead anyway. 26.
Jesus Christ!
Wait, is that?
Wait, how? What? How? What?
Wait. Oh. Give me a minute, I used the wrong fuck. I'm going through saving throws. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god. Oh, I was about to lose my mind.
Can you imagine? Wait, where am I?
4 plus 2 is 6. So that means she would have rolled a 20.
No, I got 16, and then I have.
Oh.
I was using my saving throws, and that's a +4.
Oh.
I was like, if this is
Okay.
another natural 20.
But either way, technically, I have to take 4. I only have to take 2 of those points away from each, so it's 24.
To hit?
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Alright,
Yeah,
that's gonna hit. I'm gonna assume that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit.
hit him.
Alright. Roll damage.
Roll damage. How do I roll damage again?
What did you hit him with?
My
You-
hammer.
your
So
hammer?
D8. Let me find my fucking D8.
So it'll be a D8 plus probably your strength, I'm
And
guessing.
also, if you want to make an attack roll with both hands, you can roll a d10 instead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do I have a D10? I don't have a D10.
Oh my god.
You can do
I don't have a D10.
You can do it online. You can do it online, yeah. Get an online
Yeah.
dice roller.
I'm shaking as well. Like fuck.
This is so intense.
Wait, no, I only want a D10. I don't. No, take. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so D10 plus 2. I got 7.
Okay. So,
Is that plus your strength and proficiency?
No.
Oh, it would only be
Oh
plus
wait,
your
7, 8,
strength.
9.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, not your proficiency, just your strength.
Oh, just your strength.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
7.
alright,
What's
so,
that?
are you raging right now?
I can't rage, can I?
No, you can rage now. You're no longer stuck.
I think I've used both of them up though.
Yeah, she already used both her rages.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Damn it!
Alright. Oh well.
You
But-
just can't give me a third rage.
So, Ozla, gripping your hammer in both hands, you swing and you're able to, like, hit this thing in the chest so hard that it, like, flies off of Courage of the Rose, which descends back into its 3-foot form as the spectral roses dissipate. And it hits the wall behind it and slides down, very just trying to haul itself up. And it looks up at all of you with hatred in its eyes. Just like, Enough of this! And he slams a webbed hand back onto the wall. And you watch. At first it looks like a green shimmering slit of energy appears on the wall before
Oh,
it
no.
rushes open and water begins to flood into the room.
Oh
Oh,
no.
shit.
Lovely.
And as this happens, a tendril shoots out and grabs Ozla by the wrist, and it starts to pull her closer and closer. And he says, I will not be denied! I will not be denied! It doesn't end here!
Oh,
And
shit!
Gesh,
Shit.
Guys!
Okay. This thing has eyes, right?
yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the
curious question.
jagged end of my broken staff. I'm gonna shove it right
Oh.
in the eye of this thing.
Alright.
Nah.
Ethan, you beauty!
Oh,
Does it still have
disgusting.
advantage?
Attack rolls with advantage, right?
Yes.
Get him. Get him in the eyes.
Get him, stick him.
Big money, no whammies.
Big money, no whammies. I said big bunny. I am traumatized.
There's a 14 here.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a 14 here.
Oh yeah, 14 hits.
Huh.
I thought that was the damage, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
14,
Okay.
my man.
Stabbed him in the brain.
Well, I am stabbing the guy in the eye, so I figure it's
That's
gonna
true.
be,
That would hurt.
more-
Go right through the brain.
And you can do an unarmed strike.
Oh yes,
That's true.
Well, yeah, I'll do that.
Man, monks are fucking badass, dude.
Right?
I want to be a monk.
You can level dip it if your wisdom's high enough.
Where's my wisdom? My wisdom is +3.
Yeah, so that was a 4. And now I'm gonna roll for the unarmed strike.
Okay.
Get 'em.
Sneeze.
Plus an extra D2 piercing damage for the end of the bow staff being broken.
There's an 11 here.
11 does hit. Just hits.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
yeah. And for my unarmed strike,
Go on. 20 damage. Give it to us, Gesh.
there's no
Somehow.
way to do damage. I'll just-
I'll roll that D4.
Like Nox said, we haven't seen you choke yet.
Yeah, that was 5 damage. So altogether, that's about 9 damage.
All right.
Attack.
Nice. Nicely done.
Alright. So,
Right.
as the water begins to pour into the room, you spin what's left of your quarterstaff in your hand, and you sail forward, kind of like King Kong in that one scene in Godzilla vs. King Kong. And there's a horrid screech as you plant it right into the eye, hard enough to
Ugh.
slam the ferrule of the axe through the skull and into the ground.
Oh!
Unfortunately, though,
Skull.
it's still twitching and it's trying to like reach up and claw at you. But unfortunately for it, it is now Fenkin's turn.
Oh!
I'm gonna shoot him right in the arm that's holding him close enough.
So there's a tentacle coming out. Get him! Get him!
Right in the tentacle.
Who's hearing a voice next, Connor? Who is it? Who's hearing a fucking god?
To hit, it's gonna be.
What was
Yeah.
that, Fenkin?
21.
That hits.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Why are you rolling high on the hits?
All your damage.
Oh.
What was
I
that?
didn't get to add anything to that, right?
Just your dex.
Your dexterity modifier.
I
Yeah.
have 4.
Tell me how it
Okay.
feels.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah! It's my second kill this Alright. Fenkin sees the way he grabs hold of Ozla and attempting to drag her away from him, which he does not like. He sees he's so angry that his eyes are almost glowing green.
Oh.
Pulls back an arrow and shoots it straight through the arm that holds onto Ozla, hoping it will go even further.
All right. So, as the water rushes in and you take aim, you totally ignore how the water is up by your chest at this point, and you unleash the arrow. It sails through the air and severs the tendril. It keeps going. You watch as it passes through the other eye of the deep scion.
Ooh.
And just before the creature dies, the portal begins to close. The arrow sails through the portal just as it closes into the sea behind it.
Whoa! You just killed a fish.
And the deep scion
Nemo.
lays still.
More like
Yes.
exhales, like and then lowers his bow and arrow, and then he sort of like shakes the hair out of his eyes.
That is a message of Katella from Fenkin Farwarin.
Again.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
And it's Katella's weird body, and it's just like,
Huh?
what the fuck?
Nox is also still panting from the effort of all of this, and she looks around at all of them, and then she goes over. She's gonna go over to the rat creature that he killed earlier, and take out her serrated scimitar and start sawing off its ear because he said he'd give them money for the ears. So she's gonna take the ears off.
Alright.
I'm gonna go to Ozla. I'm gonna go make sure she's okay. While crying.
While crying?
She is. She stands there for a minute, staring where her arm was, just in like pure and utter shock. And then suddenly she just breathes in really deep, and she's still got a hammer in one hand, and she just goes and throws it, the whole hammer right at where the creature was.
Alright. The hammer slams into what was left of the creature's head, and you watch as it explodes in a meaty pulp.
Ugh.
And all of it gets over Gesh, who is still trying to pull his jagged quarterstaff out. The eye.
I am so sorry, everyone. I am very upset.
But, as this happens, one more tendril slides out of the slit. This one opens up in a fanged mouth, again like a lamprey. It raises up, very weakly, it's trembling. And in a very human voice, Ozla, you hear, "We will wait for you at the coast." And it falls, and that's where we'll end today's episode.
Oh.